Yo, what's going on, guys? This is your boy Wilson here, back with another video. Today I'm gonna be doing a NBA edition type of video. Basically, I'm gonna be compiling a list of all 30 current NBA teams, and I'm gonna pick the best player to play on that team of all time, so current and past players. The catch is that I cannot do my extensive research on the history of who played on what team. I can only go solely based on my own personal knowledge. Note that I've been only watching the NBA since maybe the mid-2000s, so I don't know too many of the historic players beforehand, but I have heard of them here and there. I have these whiteboards over here with team names like this. It's gonna be listed out like that, and I'm just gonna fill in the blanks right next to it. Some teams rebranded over time, so I won't be considering the old team names and the players who played on those old teams. So for example, since the Supersonics converted and became the Oklahoma City Thunders, I will not be considering players from the Supersonics on the list for OKC, if that makes sense. So it's just current NBA teams. That's what I'm trying to get at. I have my friend Cole, who is also compiling his list. He's not going to be physically here, but he's going to send his list over, and we're just going to compare notes and see how many names we can match up. So hopefully we get at least 15 of them to match, because that's at least half right there. Alright, real quick, I forgot to mention, we're both also going to list out our all-time starting 5 player positions. And before I get into the video, make sure you guys give a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I totally appreciate the support from all my friends and even strangers. You know, I welcome everyone to my channel. Hopefully you guys follow along throughout my journey, and let's just jump right into this video. Got this headband on. I look ridiculous, but it's okay. I'm gonna continue with this video, and I'm not gonna be self-conscious about it. So I finally got Cole's list. Thank you, Cole. You just gotta trust that I'm gonna read off of Cole's list on a document, and then this is gonna be the match tracker, okay? I'll also probably list it somewhere around this video. We're going in alphabetical order. For the Atlanta Hawks, I got Dominique Wilkins. I've never really watched him. I've always heard a lot about him being in Atlanta and how good he was. So, but yeah, honestly, I don't know much about him. Cole put the same thing, Dominique Wilkins. So I guess Cole knows him. Boston Celtics. I put Bill Russell, man. This guy won so many rings, like 11 rings, more than all your fingers, really. Cole also put Bill Russell, so we're at a good start. 2 for 2. This one might be a little tricky. We're talking about the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets is a pretty new team. Hasn't even been long because they rebranded from the New Jersey Nets. There might be a fact check somewhere. But yeah, so because I don't really know when the Nets converted from New Jersey to Brooklyn, I went with D'Angelo Russell, even though he was only there for 1 year. Please don't hate me. I understand that this is probably a terrible choice, but I've never really watched the Brooklyn Nets, you know? Cole, he put Jason Kidd. Now I'm gonna check later to see if Jason Kidd played for Brooklyn rather than New Jersey, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, that's a fair answer because Jason Kidd is really good. All right, we got the Charlotte Hornets. Now, the Charlotte Hornets, I believe they used to be the Bobcats, but rebranded, so I put Kemba Walker. I think that's a fair choice, right? Cole also played Kemba Walker, so we're good there. We got 3 matches. The Chicago Bulls. Come on, it's so obvious. You gotta go with the GOAT, MJ, Michael Jordan. Really, Cole? He put question marks. He's trolling. He's definitely trolling. This has to be MJ. This has to be a match. I'm counting it as a match. He knows it's MJ. All right, moving on. We got the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron James brought a chip to the city. He is the best to ever play at Cleveland. Yes, we both put LeBron James for Cleveland. Good job, Cole. Good job. Dallas Mavericks, gotta go with Dirk Nowitzki. That guy was a killer. Freaking giant dude. Cole also put him. We good. And then we have the Denver Nuggets. This one was a hard one for me. I don't really know too many previous Denver Nugget players, so I just went with Carmelo Anthony. I think that is a fair choice. He did pretty well. And we got Cole putting Alex English. I've heard of him, but I don't know too much about him, so we have a difference there. For Detroit Pistons, I just went with Isaiah Thomas. Always heard a lot about the Bad Boy Pistons and Isaiah Thomas leading the charge. Cole also put Isaiah Thomas. We good. All right, Golden State Warriors. I think at this point in time, we all know it should be Stephen Curry. Freaking literally changed the game. Cole also put Stephen Curry. Next up, we got the Houston Rockets. Now, I put Hakeem Olajuwon. But yeah, Hakeem the Dream. From what I know, he won the chips in the 90s when Jordan was out. So he pretty much carried the Rockets. Very versatile as a big man. Cole put James Harden. So I guess that's more modern. James Harden is carrying the Rockets nowadays with Russell Westbrook. That's a fair choice. For the Indiana Pacers, I got Paul George. I really don't remember. I mean, there is Reggie Miller now that I think about it, but I just ended up going with Paul George because I never really watched Reggie. Cole put Reggie Miller. Good, moving on to the Los Angeles Clippers. I put Blake Griffin. I also considered Chris Paul, but for some reason I just feel like Blake Griffin also had like a really good standing there, even though he had like many injuries or something. Cole put Chris Paul. That is fair. I like that. For Los Angeles Lakers, I ended up going with Kobe Bryant. Magic Johnson was another factor I considered, but he considered Kobe as the greatest Laker. Like he said that recently, and Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. Cole also put Kobe Bryant. Memphis Grizzlies, I also don't know too much about the Grizzlies, but I remember Marc Gasol was pretty good on that team, so I put Marc Gasol. Cole also put Marc Gasol. That is 10 points. Alright, for the Miami Heat, I got Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade, so good. He was good, the Flash, you know. I think that's a great fit for the best of Miami Heat. Cole also put Dwayne Wade. For the Milwaukee Bucks, from what I could recall, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar won a ring in Milwaukee, I think before he joined the Lakers. So I just put him because he actually won a chip with Milwaukee. And Cole put Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as well for the Bucks. We got the Minnesota Timberwolves. I think this one, I just went with KG. He was really big on the Wolves back in the 2000s. Kevin Garnett, and Cole got Kevin Garnett as well. For the New Orleans Pelicans, I got Anthony Davis. He was doing so well in New Orleans, and I don't know who else could take that spot from him. Same thing, Cole got Anthony Davis. For the New York Knicks, this one might be difficult because I don't know who's had a successful career on the Knicks, but I went with Patrick Ewing, even though he never won a chip because of like Jordan. Cole got Patrick Ewing as well. Next up, we got Oklahoma City Thunder. This one's tough. I narrowed it down to Westbrook and Durant because they were star players there, but I ended up going with Westbrook. Maybe because of bias, because people have said KD was a snake for leaving, and OKC just started hating KD and really loved Westbrook. Plus, Westbrook got triple doubles there and still performed pretty well even without KD. Cole went with Kevin Durant, which is a fair choice. So we did not match there. For the Orlando Magic, I got Shaquille O'Neal. I came down to Shaq or Dwight Howard because they're both dominant players, but it's hard to see like me put Dwight over Shaq. But then maybe Dwight did have a really good run because he went against, I think, the Lakers at one point in the finals, but at the same time I think Orlando might have went to the finals maybe 1 year against Jordan and the Bulls. I might be wrong, but I went with Shaq. Cole went with Dwight Howard. Fair choice to him. For the Philadelphia 76ers, I got Allen Iverson. When you think of the 76ers, I just instantly think of AI. That's just me. He also put Allen Iverson. Phoenix Suns, huge bias. My favorite player of all time, Steve Nash. I think he's the greatest player to ever play for the Phoenix Suns. He won so much on the team even though he never got a chip. There's also Charles Barkley, but he never won as well, even though he was like a dominant force for the Suns back in the day. But yeah, I got Steve Nash. Cole put Steve Nash as well. Good job, Cole. And then we got the Portland Trail Blazers. Now, I was reluctant and might have picked Damian Lillard, but because I've heard a lot of things about Clyde Drexler, I went with him. I think he was also a dominant force. I think I first heard about him when LeBron James said that he kind of looked up to him. For Portland, Cole put Damian Lillard, so no match. Next up, we got the Sacramento Kings. I don't think I know too many great players to play on the Kings besides recent times like maybe DeMarcus Cousins, maybe Zach Randolph, but I ended up going with Chris Webber because I think they made it to the conference finals against the Lakers, and I guess that was where there was like the notorious rigged game was, something like that. But Chris Webber was super good from what I could recall and hear about. Cole put Oscar Robertson, so we didn't match there. I actually don't know much about Oscar Robertson other than that he is also great. For the San Antonio Spurs, Tim Duncan. Mr. Fundamental. He carried the Spurs for so many years. Hated the Spurs because they took down the Phoenix Suns many times. But yeah, Tim Duncan deserves to be on the spot in my opinion. Cole also put Tim Duncan. There you go. We got 18. For the Toronto Raptors, I'm sure there's a lot of different choices, but I ended up going with Vince Carter. I guess during that time he was killing it. Plus he had that dunk contest thing, which blew him up. He's just well known for the dunk contest and all that, but I just went with the Raptors, Vince Carter. Cole put DeMar DeRozan. Fair play. For the Utah Jazz, I went with the mailman, Karl Malone, who went to the NBA Finals twice, lost to Jordan, yada yada yada, with John Stockton. I mean, it could go either way, John Stockton or Karl Malone, in my opinion. And Cole went with John Stockton, so there you go. Didn't match there. And lastly, we got the Washington Wizards. This one's hard. I don't know who else played for the Wizards back in the day. Maybe Gilbert Arenas, but I don't think he was there long. Not too sure. But I ended up going with John Wall. He's a good point guard, top point guard in the league. He's coming back, by the way. Cole put Elvin Hayes. I think I heard that name before, but I really don't know. So maybe he knows more. So overall, we matched 18 out of 30. So that is pretty good, Cole. Good job, good job. Lastly, for the all-time starting five in history, this is who I have. Point guard, we got LeBron James. You know, he's a big dude, but he's a really good passer, and I feel like he has great passing ability. That's just his mindset first, to pass first, get his team involved. Cole put Magic Johnson, which is super fair. Magic Johnson, respectable, especially as the greatest point guard. Shooting guard, I got Michael Jordan. Cole also put Michael Jordan. You could switch the shooting guard and small forward around, but I have Kobe Bryant. For small forward, Cole actually put LeBron James. Power forward, this one was a tough choice, but I ended up going with Kevin Durant, even though he could be like small forward. Durant is just a killer from the distance, from the paint. He's just very versatile, he's quick, has good handles. Slim Reaper. Cole put Tim Duncan, and I respect that so much because I was definitely considering that. And I'm actually glad our lists don't really match, you know. And for center, I just ended up going with Shaquille O'Neal because I've seen him play and he was just a monster in the paint and everything. You know, he teamed up with Kobe Bryant, got a ring, teamed up with Dwayne Wade, got a ring, and Cole put Wilt Chamberlain. And exactly, that's a fair point. Everyone has a different opinion. Alright, well, I'd like to thank Cole, giving him a shout out for doing this. Really appreciate it. I think this was just a fun little video to do. You know, we're in quarantine and everything. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't. And I will probably make more videos later. So take care and peace out.